Welcome to another edition of Unhinged Music Reactions. Today, I have something that was requested by one of our viewers, Roberto, that promises to be probably more on the jazzy side, I guess. The name of the band is Drift Lab, and it includes musicians Matteo Mancuso, Federico Malaman, and Daniele Chiantese. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but we've reacted to Matteo Mancuso in the past with a song called The Chicken, and it was an amazing jazzy sort of fusion jam. And if this is anything like that, I'm pretty sure I'm going to dig this. So anyway, without further ado, let's listen to Drift Lab. The song is called Moonlight by Matteo Mancuso, Federico Malaman, and Daniele Chiantese. Definitely jazzy. Definitely has that jazzy vibe to it. I hope it kind of evolves and builds on something. It feels like this has a lot of room for improv by each musician. I'm hoping it gets to that point. So far, I'm digging the bassist. He's just going to town. Sounds really cool. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. before the keyboardist goes, wow, that guitar solo. First of all, I totally dig that tone. Unbelievable tone. It really cuts through well, and it's very, clear. You can hear every note. But you notice he's not using a pick. He's finger picking the solo. And usually when I hear finger picking styles in a guitar solo, you can kind of tell, you can feel that it's not as sharp sounding as when you hit it with a pick. Like Mark Knopfler plays that way, and you can sort of tell the tone is different, the attack is different on the strings. The way he's doing it, I had no idea until I actually saw his fingers that he wasn't using a pick. It's that you can hear every note clear as day. There's no reduced attack. It feels maybe he's got his nails grown out and he's using them as picks. I don't know, but it sounds very clean and quite skillful, to be honest. He's just ridiculously good. Drums are so tight. Daniel's a drummer. Amazing drummer. Federico on bass. Ridiculous. Matteo, we already knew. Brilliance. Wow. It's just amazing the level of musicianship that they're pulling off here is just, it's at the stratosphere level. It's a little on the almost too jazzy side for me. The chord progressions are more complicated than what you get in rock usually. So, a lot of times you're not used to hearing those chord progressions, and it doesn't feel as melodic potentially as some of the simpler progressions that you hear in rock and other genres. But as a musician, you have to listen to this and respect the absolute level of virtuosity on all their parts. To be able to follow along and with that progression and actually, improv your playing, just coming up with something off the top of your head in that complicated progression and making it sound just utterly perfect. It's just, there's a level of talent there that is hard to find. It's absolute perfection musically. There's not much more I can say about that. I mean, I only strive to be that good. Even half that good. I would love to be at that level. I'm not close. I love playing guitar, as you can see, and I do like to play all the time. But no, I'm not at even close to that level. They must be, classically trained and do this day in, day out, because that is just that is something that requires a lot of practice and a lot of skill. It's, hats off to you guys. You're absolutely amazing musicians. This is certainly very different from like we reacted to Bloody Wood. Way different genre of music, very heavy, and a lot of people aren't into that. They didn't like the it's not as melodic potentially. They don't like the screaming vocals and stuff like, personally I found that performance very moving and powerful. But when you talk about musicianship level and you talk about skill level on your instruments, I mean, you don't get better than this. Different genre. Sometimes I'd rather listen to something like Bloody Wood. Sometimes I'd rather listen to something like Drift Lab here. It's two ends of the spectrum that I just love. So yeah, Roberto, thank you for recommending this. All I can say is, that they're definitely musicians that I want to keep an eye on, because, like I said, how do you top that? Unbelievable. Well, if you guys liked their video, if you like this video, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so that you get notified whenever we come out with new reactions. Until next time, keep rocking.